When the protests on the Palmetto yesterday left many people wondering what happened to Governor Ron DeSantis' much ballyhooed bill to prevent these types of protests from taking place.
From Democratic lawmakers arguing what happened on the Palmetto proves the bill, known as HB 1, was only intended to crack down on black protesters. Here's CBS 4's Jim DeFeeti.
We promise and we deliver.
In April, Governor Ron DeSantis signed into law House Bill 1, officially titled Combating Public Disorder.
And it is the strongest anti-rioting, pro-law enforcement piece of legislation in the country. And there's just nothing even close.
The bill came in response to the Black Lives Matter protests across the country in 2020, and it enhances penalties for violent protests.
We also have penalties for people that commandeer highways, which we saw in other parts of the country. Just think about it. You're driving home from work, and all of a sudden you have people out there shutting down a highway. They start to do that. There needs to be swift penalties, and that's something that just cannot happen.
And yet, that is exactly what we saw happen on Tuesday, as hundreds of protesters shut down the Palmetto for more than 8 hours. And it was DeSantis' own Florida Highway Patrol that allowed it to happen.
I'm actually happy that they are not enforcing HB 1.
Democratic State Senator Shevrin Jones opposed HB 1 when it was debated in Tallahassee, saying the bill was not needed. But he also recalled that when Black Lives Matter protesters last summer tried to get onto a highway, they were blocked and arrested.
That's not what happened yesterday. And so now what we are seeing, I repeat, is a double standard of what HB 1 was supposed to prevent. And the unfortunate part is that it seems as this is HB 1 for black folk, period.
Republican State Representative Daniel Perez, who pushed for the passage of HB 1, said he does not believe the protesters specifically violated the law.
But Jim, this wasn't the anti-peaceful protest law. This was the anti-rioting law.
Nevertheless, Perez says the protesters did violate other laws against blocking traffic.
The people that were blocking off the Palmetto should not have been blocking off the Palmetto. I get it, it was peaceful, and I understand it's passionate, but they should not have done that. I ask them to not do that moving forward and to continue to peacefully protest in a way that doesn't obstruct traffic.
Should the police have stepped in sooner? I mean, again, it's 8 hours.
Yeah, I do. I think the police should have stepped in sooner. There shouldn't have been 1 minute of obstruction of traffic yesterday, even if it is for a free Cuba, if it is for BLM, if it is for rainbows and butterflies, doesn't matter. There should not be obstruction of traffic on the Palmetto.
State Senator Jones said he will attempt to repeal the law in the next legislative session, but that's unlikely to happen. Instead, the constitutionality of the law will likely be decided by the courts. I'm Jim DeFeeti, CBS 4 News.